Look at all those fish. Look at them. Alright, what is up, guys? The Herb here. Today we are at Comet Pond out in Hubbardston. Again, I've done a couple bass fishing videos here, but I've yet to do a trout fishing video here, and I trout fish here quite a bit. And I've actually, this is the new boat, as you probably saw in my last video if you watch my videos. If not, please subscribe. I appreciate it. I've been here probably about a dozen times in the past 2 weeks. A couple times with my grandfather, a couple times with my buddies, my cousin, a bunch of different people. And trout fishing has been tough. I've caught one rainbow, and it was just kind of by luck. So today we're gonna go hard. We're really gonna target rainbows, maybe some trophy-sized bluegill. You can see here I got my new electronics set up, got my waypoints marked out and everything, and we marked a couple fish here off this hump. So I am going to drop anchor. We're in 37 feet of water. Actually, I'm gonna motor out just a little bit, get over that hump. That hump comes up to about 20 feet of water, and I'm gonna try to fish that drop off. But anyways, I'm gonna drop some baits down there, maybe get a second camera going, get some different angles, maybe drop a camera down there, see what's down there, see what it looks like if we start catching some fish. So stay tuned. Look at that water column, infested with fish. Got my waypoints there. Look at that. It's just so thick with fish right now. And here's one coming up off the bottom. That could be a trout. These are probably all just trophy bluegills. But this one coming up off the bottom could very well be a trout. We are in 39 feet of water, and these bluegill like to hang right on that thermocline. As you can see here, this is the thermocline in about 20 feet of water. There's all those big bluegill marks right there. They like to school up in that 20 foot of water this time of year. Sonar doesn't show it, but the down imaging does. But if we go back, I have a waypoint set up here, and right here is a hump, and these are two sides of the humps. So I'm gonna fish these bluegill just off this hump. I'm gonna fish around, see if there are trout on the bottom of these bluegills. See if there's trout underneath that I can get down to. We are drifting around quite a bit, so as you can see, I'm being blown all around off that spot. But I'm gonna get tied up here, drop down, and see if we can't catch something. First line going out with a little trout worm. Live. Not really live anymore, but real bait. Got him. I don't know what this is. Ooh, it is a trout. It's a nice rainbow. I'm gonna flip him in here on the night crawler. Ooh, just snapped my line. Ooh, almost landed outside the boat. Oh boy, look at that little guy. Nice stocky rainbow. He's bleeding pretty bad. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw him in the cooler here. Oh, yeah, he's probably not gonna make it anyways if I let him go, but right in that 40 foot of water, right above the bottom, saw my rod tip twitching, and went ahead, turned the camera on, and set the hook. I got him. Got him. Got him. Saw a bluegill as I was moving here on the screen. A couple of them actually. Decided to drop down on him with the ultralight. That is fun. Look at that. Nice big bluegill. Thick, big bluegill. And off he goes. There's another one down there too. I'm gonna try to drop down on him. There's a couple more coming up now. When there's competition, there's a hit. Got him. Oh, look at that rod bend. Look at that bluegill. Oh my God. Another huge huge fish. And look at them all still down there. All just schooled up right on that thermocline. Gonna get him off. Get him right back in the water. He's gotta go right back down. All just piled up right there. And what I was saying when that fish hit, I go ahead and shut the motor off. What I was saying when that fish hit was when there's competition, a lot of times you'll get a quick strike. And that's just what happened. And a fish just came up and met me. He's hot on it. He is hot on it. There's a couple fish on it. There he is. This is just like ice fishing. Just like jigging through the ice. Boom. There's number 3 or 4 on the bluegill. Get pliers real quick. Not as big as the other 2, but still pretty decent. There's literally hundreds of these big bluegills down there, all schooling right on that thermocline of water. The water temperature changes. And here comes my bait now, just dropping in. Here's my bait, dropping in now, nice and easy. Here's a fish coming up to meet it, and he's on it. Look at that. That is awesome. This water is just so clear that they can see so far away that they just see that bait dropping down into them. Another nice bluegill right there. Get him in. Swims away. And we're gonna get this bait right back down there. There's a fish. Look at that bluegill, just so fat. There he goes. All right, now I've drifted off the school here. So I am gonna just motor back a little until I mark all those fish again. I'm gonna drop right back down, get a couple more, and then probably go look for some more trout. Alright guys, bass grounds. Ooh, just missed one. What it is a nice weed bed in about 20 to 23 feet of water. There's a fish, and the bass are hanging around down there, just above that weed bed. And this feels like a better one. This is a good one. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a very, very good bass for this pond. There we go. He's a little bass, but he's just so healthy. Look how fat he is. He's probably a pound and a half. Between a pound and pound and a half. Very fat. But anyways, that's the first bass on the day. But what I found was, when I dropped the camera down, when I reviewed the footage, I was pretty surprised. I saw a lot of bluegill down there, but they weren't as big as the bluegill that I was catching and seeing before out in the deeper water, in that like 25-foot range. These guys were a little smaller, and I think that's what the bass are doing here. It's early fall, so they're going to start feeding up pretty soon. And these bluegill were like the perfect size for those bass. And that bass I just caught was very, very fat. So that's probably what they're doing. And anything else they can dig out of the weeds here. Alright, well this camera was off. That camera down there got it, but like another dink bass, but very, very well fed. They're definitely feeding up on those fish down there. I actually just dropped the camera down again, and I saw a whole bunch of perch. I saw what I think is a hornpout down there. So there's a whole mess of fish down there, and as well as these bass that all just kind of schooled up here. Alright, so to wrap up today's video, we caught trout, one trout, out deep in like 40 feet of water on a night crawler. Then we got into a bunch of bluegill, some nice bluegill too. I probably caught 20 of them. Dropped the camera down, got some underwater footage of them. That was pretty cool to see what was down there and what it looks like. Then we tried trout fishing again, didn't pan out. And now we are at the bass grounds, 20 feet of water. Anyways, we got a couple bass here, some on camera, some are not on camera. I'm gonna head in now. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more videos like this one, leave a like, leave a comment on what you want to see, and I'll try to make a video of it. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.